What is up, guys? Sodom Newspaper back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today I'm bringing you guys Fanshobby MB01 archenemy. And this, I believe, is actually their very first release. If you've seen my channel before, you know I've already reviewed their Double Evil and Power Baser. So essentially, I'm going back in time on this. But as you can see, here's the box. It's a pretty good size one too. There's a nice display picture of the figure himself, and his alt mode. And here's his picture on the side. And here's the back of the box. It's all pretty straightforward. And I have to say, this thing is a very, very, very awesome update of that Robots in the Sky Scourge. All it is MP scaled. Here's on the side here for the truck mode. Alright, get rid of the box. And let's take a look at the instructions, which are also basically the same as the box in the same picture. All the steps of transformation. One thing about this thing, I'd say it is very fun and a pleasure to actually transform. Although it's MP, everything is very straightforward. I mean, if you can see here, you know, transformation is wow. You know, just turn the head backwards, shove it in the cab, pull the shoulders up, put the hands in. It's so excellent, straightforward, and I love it for it. If you notice here, in this picture right here, he comes with a gun, but this is for actually Gunfighter, the version of Laser Prime. Sadly, all Scourges come with a sword, but it's all good. I actually learned if you buy the trailer, which I don't know if I'm going to do, you will get his double barrel blaster, which he had in the cartoon. But we'll see what happens. Now for the Transformer himself, because that's why you're here. You guys don't care about a box. Anyhow, here he is. I've actually taken some liberties. I've actually added some Decepticon decals. Now in the cartoon, although he was a Decepticon, he actually had the upside down G2 Autobot symbols. And I learned you actually get those from Ripper labels. But I like my Scourge being a Decepticon, not a reverse, you know, anti-Autobot. Though then again, a Decepticon is I guess a reverse Autobot. I don't know. Anyhow, using the labels I already had, back to that, I put one right here, and also let's see here, I put one here on the cab door itself, and to the other side. I put one on the cab door here. The original RD Scourge toy was actually based off of Laser Prime. I had one once upon a time. I forgot what Decepticon placements were, but I just put them where I wanted them to be, basically. Let's get down to looking at it now. First and foremost, he is huge. Even without the trailer, which is like a big giant tanker that goes in the back, this thing is very, very big. And it rolls really well. If you guys can hear those squeaks. And see, get a nice forward shot of it. I mean, this is very, very, very intimidating. Let me get it on the frame there. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now let's talk about some paint apps here. Which actually did some very good accents here. As you can see, he has the standard, you know, Nemesis Prime turquoise on the hood of the truck. On the sides of the rear wheels here. Wheel rails. That's the word right. And on one side here. Nice red paint here for the headlights. A little silver paint here for the bumper. And for the grill. And translucent plastic for the windshields. Though as you can see, mine are basically just picking up all my fingerprints. And red paint here for the headlights, and more yellow paint here for the center headlights. You get chrome paint for the smokestacks, which is done very well. Gas tanks, the step here, and more chrome paint here for the sides here. Chrome wheels, and also you get rubber tires. And that's it. I believe that's it. You get no tail lights, But if you go through repro labels, they have like a full set. They'll make this thing look even better. But I think honestly it looks pretty good just as is. And for some comparisons, with, the only thing really worth comparing them to, I thought about using Power Baser, but nah, I figured I'd go with the original MP10. I would throw the trailer in here, but it's really no point because it wouldn't be fair. So let's have these two guys scale up. And since he's more of a long nose cab, see if you line them up. Let's see if you go wheel for wheel, get about right there. But I prefer to scale it like this. You just put the cabs together. You'll see what you're working with here. Now, fully transformed Scourge is technically about the same height, but his shoulders are so much higher than Prime's. That's where you get that real size difference. But be it as it may, I think they both look wonderful together. And if you want a Nemesis Prime that's not exactly made like MP10, you want to look a little bit different. I think archenemy is the way to go with this, especially if you like RID. And here I am back with him fully transformed. And yes, it was just as simple as the instructions made it look. This transformation is very fun, like I said before, and it's definitely no one's MP44. I don't own that figure, but from what I've seen from the reviews, transformation is a beast. This one is fun. So first and foremost, let's talk about those paint apps. As you can see, he has some good turquoise paint here on the side of his face, silver paint for the top of the crest. He has red translucent eyes, which look good under light, but they look kind of dead when you pull far back. So I might be adding some type of a sticker over those to give it more of a shine. Now, it has more turquoise here on pylons of the shoulder, which gives the cannons a bit more depth, and that's on both sides. I also took the liberty of adding 2 Decepticon insignias on both shoulders. And just like in the cartoon, he does have the faux truck cab chest. And it has kind of a little unique kind of, I guess some kind of shell shaded look right in here. But they did show accurate. It also has more turquoise in the chest here. I believe it's plain black plastic for the cap, for the grill itself. More turquoise on the waist, crotch area. Right, coming down here. Let me get the camera situated. More turquoise here. More here for the thigh. Knee pads. And anywhere else I missed? I believe I got it all. Okay. Now, as for his articulation, which he's got it, I want to talk about this first thing. He has a bit of an ab crunch right in here, so that's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that in this figure. All right. Also, move the camera up again. His head articulation. He can look up that far and down that far. It's full 360. Which is very good. You can move his antenna up here, back and forth, like so. That's mostly for transformation too, but you can do it. Arms. You have to kind of, finagle it though. But these big pylons here, you can kind of move them in. And you get a full. This is about a full 360 out of that. And they got some pretty good ratchets in there. And also, you can move this far. Let me forget up there. Here we go. You hear that ratchet? Yeah. Now that's a ratchet. Oh yeah. Same on both sides. If you pick them like this. And it's mostly for transformation though, but those are pretty good. Way better than playing against Ironhide, I can tell you that. And two, you get another full 360. Just make sure that you're very careful. Let me show you guys to watch out for this right here. You don't want to tag that. But if you move the arm a certain way, you can definitely get him out of his own way. And as you can see from the back, yes, he has a full cab on his back. But it's not that big a deal. It doesn't hurt articulation at all. It's like say maybe the waist joint, but you don't get a full 360. But I think you get about how much you need before it starts to bump into himself. Everything's very stiff on it. So I think that's pretty good. Get back. Alright, now as for the arms again. Hit the bicep, you get a full 360 on that. And you could bend up that far. And it can come out about that far. With the camera taste. And let's see, also the hands. It's a full 360. And his 4 fingers here are connected on one pin. And you get that much for the index. Right there, that's about all you get for that. Very similar to a MP10. And same on both sides. Go up that far, down that far. Full 360 at the bicep. Lift up, 360. If I can get the spin. Like I said, this figure's kind of stiff sometimes. But that's fine. And hand opens up. And the first 4 are on a connection pin there. Alright. Now, taking the camera down to the legs here. Oh, one more paint app I want to bring up before anything else. Right here in the leg. This right here. This is some nice gold and silver. You wouldn't see it ordinarily, but it's in there. Also, before I forget to mention, it just has die cast. All the leg in here, the thigh, and the feet are die cast metal. It gives it some real nice heft. Now, back to the legs. You can go. Oh man, did you guys hear that? Yeah, that's a ratchet. That's a ratchet.
That shit you was talking, bitch, I don't play that shit. Bitch, I'm really from these streets. I'm really from the six. I don't do all that internet shit.
Now back to the toy ratchets. That's nice and loud. Very good ratchets. Go full go full Monty or Van Damme, or for me, full trowel with that. That's as far as you get. You get the same on both sides. And get a little bit of the swivel here. Not that far. That's on both sides as well. And you get ankle tilt. Which is pretty good. Very comparable MP10 on that. And toe bend. That's mostly for transformation, but you do have it. As you can see. Now onto his accessory. He comes with this large and in charge, brilliant sword. It's made from the blade's made from a red translucent plastic, and it uses the same slot method as Power Baser and Double Evil. It has this little slot here, as you can see, and it slides into the hand. I'll bring him back in here closer and rotate, open up. If you guys can see it, I'll bring the camera in. Here's the groove, but you kind of follow to do that. It'd be a whole lot easier if I could somehow move this thumb. Sadly, you can't. So, let me try to finagle it in there. But once you get it in there, man, it's not going anywhere. Let's see here. There we go. And you can close the hand up. And there you go. Let's see. Put it back. Yeah. And that's Scourge with a sword. And thanks to his bicep articulation, you can get him in some pretty decent sword poses. If you follow my Instagram, I think I do have a few pictures of him holding it rather dynamically. So yeah, it looks really good. There is one more trick that you can do with it. Pull out his hand. Pull it back up. On his back here, and this is both sides. He has a panel right here and a panel right here. If you flip those in, you can then take the sword here and pull this peg out. If I can get it, and it'll plug right in there. But here you go. I had to totally get that off camera because in order to flip this up, let me get out of there. It is very tightly. It is very, very tightly toleranced. You guys can see. And both sides can do the same thing. But as you saw before, once you get it out there, you gotta kind of wiggle this thing in there. Ah, I see now it's fighting me again. So every time I want to do something on camera, it's just like it's like no. Yeah. But trust me, you guys just saw it. You can totally get it in there. There we go. So that's the storage for that. If you want to have it that way. And I think it's something. Also, I didn't show it off, but there's nothing to show. In truck mode, there is no storage for the sword. But yet again, if you buy his trailer, you can that will totally house the sword, along with the double barrel cannon that he's supposed to have. So now for another MP10 size comparison. Here he is right here. See how they scale. There we go. As you can see, they're roughly the same size. Hell, they are the same size, honestly. Only big difference is the pylons here give him that edge. But otherwise, yeah, they're both MP size, both on par. But if you look at Scourge, kind of looks a little bit more beefier, which I'm okay with. You know, I like my bad guys that be a little bit more imposing. But they do look good together. And actually, I plan on having them both on the same shelf with Double Evil and Power Baser. Speaking of Power Baser, alrighty, here we are back with now all three of them. So if anyone wants to see how that looks, there's another Fanshobby figure, Power Baser or Super Genrai, and here they are compared. So I guess let's go ahead and start from the feet. Let's take that all in there. And I think that looks really good. Anyone was curious about that. Well, I don't want this video going forever, so let's go ahead and go on to that final thought, shall we? Alright guys. Well, to be fair, I don't really have anything really negative to say about him. He's good in all ways he's supposed to be good. He's heavy, imposing, just generally awesome looking. I mean, for God's sakes, it has a taste of ab crunch. I can't get mad at anything with ab crunch. the arms, despite being bulky, here they get out of his way. And like I said before, he's awesome. I mean, only way I could say not get this figure is if you just don't have a connection to the character. And Robots in Disguise, or I think it was Car Robots in Japan, I know it wasn't probably for everybody. It's just something that I caught back in the day on, I think it was on Fox Kids, and I just kind of fell in love with the character designs. I wouldn't mind actually having a Bruticus in the Ruination colors from that show. So yeah, if you guys have any connection to Robots in the Sky Scourge, or just a really cool Nemesis Prime, this is a full recommend for me. Definitely pick up. But with that being said, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. You guys have been awesome about that. I've been getting a lot of feedback on my videos and whatnot, so I know obviously you guys like what I do, and I thank you for that. But this has been Sardo Noonspa, also known as the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Until next time, peace out.